Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel, share the video as well, all those lovely things. A lot of eyes are on Brianna Lyston for 2025. She's already been added to the Borman preseason watch list. A lot is expected from her collegiately. Will she dominate there? But not only collegiately, because from a Jamaican perspective, she's also one of those young up and coming guns that could potentially make her first senior team to represent Jamaica at the World Championships coming up in September in Japan. That being said, she did open her season finally over the weekend where she competed for LSU in the 4x400 meters. Now, in their section, they placed fourth and they ran a time of 3 minutes 44.92 seconds. Not anything to write home about. However, I want to focus on Brianna Lyston, of course, and her run and my thoughts pretty much as it relates to what went down. So I have her split here at 56.58 seconds. Now, y'all know as well that Brianna Lyston is also one of those utility runners. She can run the 1, the 2, the 4. I suppose if you try to put her over some hurdles too, she could do that as well. Very, very, very talented young lady. Given that, I took a look at the race as well, and I could visibly see that she got the baton, you would say, in touching distance of the lead sprinter. But from there on out, she looked like she was just at a canter, pretty much just cruising, just participating to participate, in my opinion, given what I saw, and ended with a result of a 56.58 seconds for her split. Now, given that performance, what I saw, as I said, for me, it didn't look like she was trying to give a full effort in that race. Makes me now start to wonder what are the likelihoods potentially that we will see Brianna Lyston competing a full season or completing a full season indoors, whether it be 260 meters, the like. She won the 60 meters indoor last year, so she'll be looking to defend that crown. And as I said, given the performance that I saw from her, I'm starting to wonder, will we likely see her competing in a full indoor season? Now, this 400 meters doesn't necessarily say she won't be competing in her pet events, the 60. For me personally, not like in the 200 meters for her indoors, but she could also be competing there as well. But then part of me is like, you know what? It doesn't even matter that much for her to compete indoors, especially given what, for me personally, I noticed last season for her. I do believe, again, this is my opinion, that she picked up an injury, running indoors, coming off that curve. So for me, I'm like, y'all can do away with that indoors. You know what I mean? If that's the case, then do that, right? I do want to go back to when Shakiri came on the scene. Was that 2019-ish? Yeah, I think so. Right. For her indoor season, she practically ran close to naught, right? And then we really saw her burst out in the outdoor season where she did clock that collegiate record 10.75 seconds. I mentioned this to say that it's not the first time that LSU would have top athletes not competing in the indoors, given how they have performed indoors. Not the best indoor runners based on what I saw from Shakiri, but then Brianna Lyston. Not that she isn't fast indoors, but if she's likely to pick up injuries, then in my opinion, humble opinion, you know what I mean, they can practically do away with it. Now, as you saw, she opened in the 4. I don't mind her running the 4, like for strength purposes, or the 4x4, right, for strength purposes. But as I said, when it comes to the indoors, going around those curves, for me, makes me cringe each and every time. Is it cringe or wince? I think wince is the right word when I think about Brianna Lyston, because I hate those curves. And again, you could see that she was just going at a canter, doing her own thing, not really caring what was going on in the race. That's literally the vibe I got. So, no, I'm not sure if she'll continue competing indoors. After all, she's already opened up indoors. So we're more than likely potentially going to see her continue, right? But will it be a full season? That is the question. Will she be taken to her pet event 60, 200? That is the big question. I also think back to watching Julian Alfred as well over the weekend, opening up in the 300 meters. Now, she gave a full effort. She ran a national record, 36.16 seconds, right? But I just want to point out note that her coach has her, focusing on strength work, this early part in the season. So she'll be running a lot of 300s indoors, she said, and also a lot of 400s as well, right? So that's, pretty much how they will be structuring her season. And if I kind of liken that to potentially a Brianna Lyston as well, and also calls that a lot of you people have made over the years that she needs to get stronger, right? My thought is they could potentially be focusing on those longer distances, making her get her strength work up. And then when the outdoor season begins, or when the time is right outdoors, then they'll have her know get back into her 100, 200-meter running. That's my thought right now. But as I said, it's left to be seen as things stand right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So Brianna Lyston opens up her season. Based on what you saw, is it a case where you're thinking that they could potentially just do away with her competing in her pet events indoors, or will she more than likely compete or complete a full season indoors? Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.